Divine Rising, it's that Kaizen, man, and we just back on high vibration, simple as that. Today I just want to chop it up about comparison to y'all, man. Comparison is literally the thief of joy. Comparison is going to drive you away from your own gratitude. Comparison is going to move you towards unappreciating things. Whole time, you got the best life.
No, I can't fake it for you. I'ma stand on business.
And I feel like J. Cole said it best. Ain't a such thing as a life that's better than yours. That was real and that was deeper than, initially than you think, because in all actuality, your reality, your life, what you're living in is nothing but a conditioned mindset of how you condition your mind, how you see the world, and also how you receive information. When you can condition your perspective to be amazing, to appreciate everything in front of you, everything becomes a plus. Everything then is going to be going good. We're so amazing, so advanced, we so unique that sometimes we psych ourselves out of the spot. Sometimes we condition our mind a perspective that's not even there. You know what I mean? Being humans and also, living this reality that we intertwine, whether that's social media, whether that's factors that we see, we've run into a lot of different energies. We run into a lot of different encounterments, but we also got to understand that this is still our world. We're placing everything in this world. However we want to move, whatever we want to put in our world, place inside our world, we can have that. Whatever it is that we desire, whatever it is that we chase outside of ourselves, it's already within us. All we got to do is just alter our perspective. Realize that when you're comparing, you're utilizing and putting your energy in a place that you really don't want that energy to be in. Realize that at every point in time, we're alchemizing our reality. So if it's something that you want, something that you desire, all you have to do is just alchemize and start in the present so that you can acquire that, so you can grab that out of the sky. Realize that there is no separation between you and everything that you want. Realize that your life is amazing. You realize that however you condition your perspective, that's how your life is going to play out. There are no accidents with how your life play out. So if you, taking in something from the present eye and realizing that it's not how you desire, it's not how you like, it's not where you want to be, and then start alchemizing it. You feel me? Realize that everybody's life path is different. Everyone had a different deck of cards. Everybody got placed in this reality a little bit different, whether they were more conscious, whether they picked up on a lot of stuff a little bit quicker. People's lives are going to play out different. So don't compare that to your life. Realize that we're all on our own journey. We're all on our own marathon. We're all on our own timing. Your life, your reality is going to move as fast as you move. Don't you get it? You feel me? There's no separation. So with that being said, don't make it a race, but make it a game, make it a video game. Start to alchemize from step one. Realize what it is that you can control and focus on that dearly. A tip to stop comparing, man, just ask yourself, and not just yourself, but ask your higher self, man, what do you value? What is what is it that you are grateful for in your reality? What's in front of you that you can, express that gratitude for? You got clothes, you're in a crib, you got a car. Even if you don't have those things, you being able to be conscious and just interpret the information, receive things, that's a gift, bro, that not many people have. You being able to see through the lenses, because once you have the lenses on, it's no longer a way or, a shackle to where you can just unhook and take off the lenses. They're stuck for life. Once you interpret or you learn something, you're in the knowing. You're no longer ignorant to it. So it's only right that you apply that. And it's the same thing with our reality. We get so caught up in intake and just receiving information and, absorbing, being a sponge. But sometimes it's okay to just project and express, stay present with what we have. Look how far that we did come, because in all actuality, your life path is probably 100 million, 1,000 times better if you just focus on your life path. You know what I'm saying? Once you understand that there's no right or wrong answer to life, you'll start living life a lot more blissfully, because you'll no longer compare. You're realizing that there's no right or wrong. This person isn't right or wrong. It's just a conditioned mindset of what they think is right. It's just a conditioned mindset of what they believe is right, the patterns that they picked up on and what's working for them. Realizing and understanding that everyone's life path is different. It's going to be different factors that work out and different factors that don't work out. You can take something in your arsenal and also realize what's for you and what's not for you. Practice expressing gratitude, and it can be for the little things, whether it's clothes, whether it's family, the kind people around you, or even the resources that you have, the mindset that you have, the healthy body avatar that you're walking around in. These are things that you can express gratitude for, because a lot of people don't get to experience these things. Realizing that everything is working in your favor is going to keep you from comparing. Realizing that you are walking in divine alignment is going to keep you from comparing. Realizing you're unique and one of a kind is also going to keep you from comparing. Your life is what you frequently focus on. That's going to be your frequency. So what you frequently entertain, what you feed to the human mind, what you feed to the human eye, what you perceive and indulge in, encounter in, that's going to be your frequency. That's going to be your paradigm. That's going to be the patterns that you encounter that you must pick up on. You know what I mean? So realize that your life is special, bro. Like, that's my whole intention of making this video. You're unique. Your life is amazing. Everything is happening exactly how it's supposed to. You're not behind and nothing is going wrong. Simply got to alter your perception. You know what I'm saying? Something that kind of resonated that you picked up on or you can overstand. Realize that that's not no coincidence. It's for a reason. You place me in your reality, whether you got to find some type of answer, golden key, or just move towards the right path. Realize that. Focus on that. Express gratitude for everything in front of you, because you, at the end of the day, manifested that. You created that life for yourself. You realized that you wanted an external change and you fixed that from the internal world. Realize that your outer world is nothing but a mere reflection of how you feel inside. With that being said, if you're picturing it and taking all of this from the external world, that means you're taking away from the internal. You're not giving that power or that time back to yourself. Give that energy back to yourself and realize how quick, how fast that external can shift for you. Realize how fast mountains can move for you once you give yourself that power, that belief, that conditioned mindset. If you realize that no power exists outside of yourself, then you'll stop giving power to things that exist outside of yourself. You'll realize that you're literally the main character. You get to create and alchemize the game. Whatever, how about this? Take a moment and just take 3 to 5 deep breaths. At all points in time, we're in reality just moving. We don't give that time back to ourselves. So just take a moment and just give 3 to 5 breaths. Once you're entertaining those 3 to 5 breaths, ask yourself what it is that you're grateful for and start to ignite that feeling within you. Stimulate that emotional body and realize what you're grateful for. Once you can realize one thing that you're grateful for, you can realize 5, you can realize 10. It can be the smallest to the largest thing. Once you stop comparing, you'll realize how amazing your own life is. Your mind is going to be what controls your reality. So once you let comparison creep into that, once you allow comparison to dictate how you feel, to dictate your perception and how you see the world, how you see your life as going, how you see your life as playing out, that's when you let that infiltrate you. You allow some external force to influence how you feel. What you want to do is alter that perception. Realize that your life is the best life. Start telling yourself for the next couple days, next couple hours, next couple minutes, your life is the best ever. You feel amazing. You're expressing gratitude for everything that you have as well as everything that's on its way to you. Realize that once you strengthen, or I wouldn't even say strengthen your mind, once you train your mind to see things differently, once you train your mind to open your perspective, then you figured out the key to life. Your life is amazing if you allow it to be. Reality is amazing if you allow it to be. So if you keep allowing comparison, guilt, all that stuff to creep in your mind, that's what your reality is going to play out to. Stop comparing to the next external factor and realize that your life path is different. Analyze what's working for you and indulge in that at 100%. Analyze what's making you feel good and keep that around you. Analyze who's pushing you in authentic and pure beings and surround yourself around that type of party. Move with bliss and happiness and know that everything is working in your favor. Don't allow comparison to be the thief of joy. But I love y'all.